Point of interest. Neutron interferometry. Take a neutron splitter. You shoot a neutron at it. It deflects it up or down. It's a quantum system. Could go either way. Then you put particle mirrors along both paths. Now the neutron gets deflected, whichever way it goes. And you put detectors at both ends, so you can measure the results. You shoot a neutron, it goes up or down, and it ends up at this detector half the time. And this detector the other half. Or it should, right? When you run this test, for whatever reason, one detector never hits. The other detector hits every time. It should be 50-50, but it's not.
The fuck was that?
System unresponsive. Chamber's fried. Looks like the short originated here. Shorted out main power supply. Damage looks bad. Course of action. Rebuild component. Matter-antimatter annihilation. I created a stable matter-antimatter pair.
You can publish.
Damn straight I can publish.
My baby, the scientist.
Oh,
Explain it to me.
Well, I couldn't get a reaction from the thallium collision. They wouldn't react. I tried varying the energy level of the protium. I tried every velocity the thing could spew out. I tried every angle of incidence, every significant angle.
Yeah.
So I flipped it sideways. I hit it straight on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's your brilliant discovery. Turn it sideways.
Fuck off.
Sorry. I'm sorry. So you turn it sideways.
And then in the collision, among other things, 9 electrons and 9 positrons were formed and they joined together.
Okay.
When 1 electron and 1 positron join together, it's called parapositronium. And that's been done before. They've made positronium singlets in labs, but it's got a half-life in picoseconds. It's nothing. It annihilates itself immediately. From there, 9 electrons joined with 9 positrons, and that's never been done before. It's what we call a Bose-Einstein condensate. And it can exist at real temperatures, but these are stable. Matter and antimatter, which annihilate each other, which explode, were stable for almost a millisecond.
Why?
I have no idea.
So, you turn it sideways, then you push a button, and you create a Bose-Einstein
Condensate of 9 positronium singlets, which were stable for almost a millisecond, yeah.
My hero.
Fuck you.
I'm proud of you, baby.
Point of interest. Velocity of quantum information. Einstein's theories placed a limit on velocity within the universe. Speed of light. According to Einstein, nothing travels faster than light. But consider this. The EPR paradox. You take a photon of ultraviolet radiation, and you pass it through a potassium niobate down conversion crystal. The photon splits in two. Then you measure the spin of photon A. You get a value. Now you measure the spin of photon B. Automatically, every time, you get the opposite value. You see, they're connected. They're entangled. You change one, you measure one, and the other changes. They remember they used to be one, and they stay linked forever. What's really crazy, though, is that this exchange of information, when photon A tells photon B that it has changed, takes place instantaneously. No matter how great the distance, quantum information travels instantaneously. Faster than light.
Cayman? Just come here. Are you gonna do it?
What?
Publish. Are you going to publish?
No, why would I publish now?
Because you can? Because you found the Bose-Einstein positronium?
I need to understand what happened. I need an explanation. Besides, it's not what I'm looking for. It's a clue. It just points in the direction.
Aren't you tired of living like this? We live in the ghetto. Our house is disgusting. Cayman, sometimes we can't afford groceries.
What are you asking?
asking you to give up your research or to work in a real lab.
Maybe somebody else's bullshit experiments?
Cayman, I'm not asking you to do that. I will continue to support us because I believe in you. All that I'm asking is that if there's some way for us to get some money, if someone wants to give you a grant for the work you're already doing because maybe you found something, we should take it. We should consider it.
I won't publish this.
Cayman, be reasonable.
No. I won't publish this.
What? Why? Is this your ego? Your first paper needs to win a fucking Nobel Prize?
Jenny.
What? What is it?
It's just not ready yet.
Cayman, you're not even considering this. We don't have any money. You don't earn any money. All the money that doesn't go to pay rent goes to little fucking pieces of electronics. You built a fucking particle accelerator and we can't eat fresh vegetables.
Einstein spent decades on research that proved the velocity limit of the universe was the speed of light. Monuments of science, general and special relativity. He refused to believe that quantum information was any different. But empirical evidence disagreed with his assumption, so he invented a new theory. He restored locality with the local hidden variables theory. He said there is quantum information that we don't know about, that we cannot detect, intrinsic to all things. What we see as non-local information transfer, as instantaneous information transfer, is something else entirely. The information does not need to travel. Photon A does not need to tell photon B anything, because everything it needs to know is already contained within itself. And order was restored.
Incident particle, proton. Ionized. Atomic reaction, 81, thallium. Execute. No results. Sequence 231 BC. New parameters. Interaction. No results. New parameters. Sequence 231 BR. Parameters. Sequence 231BX. Sequence 231CE. Sequence 231DF. Sequence 231CN. Sequence 231CY. Sequence 231DA. No reaction. No reaction. No reaction. Angle of incidence 3 pi over 4. 16 pi over 133, 159 pi over 80, 2 pi over 3, pi over 7, pi over 33. No results.
doesn't really work.
Oh. Why didn't you say so?
Have you ever built a radio before?
No. But I know how they work.
So what do you think, Cayman? Can you fix it?
I don't need to fix it.
But it's broken. It doesn't work. Cayman.
It's not broken. It's a crystal radio.
I know.
So, the current just needs to go somewhere. It needs,
Needs a ground?
There you go.
Oh. Can we use the fence?
Sure.
New evidence. In 1964, the physicist John Stuart Bell released his famous paper entitled On the APR Paradox. Expanding the experiment to test local hidden variable assumptions, Bell was able to define an inequality present in Einstein's theory. Bell proved that any valid interpretation must account for non-locality. Our intuition is wrong. The world does not work as we think it should. Non-locality is not a theory. It is fact.